So we'll see what to do. So look at this. N1 is Kim, Bharatwaj, Lakshmi, Prasant. Okay, guys, there is a few more things about a DHCP is there. Okay, one is compulsory. What is APIPA is also very important. Already in the picture it is there. If you want, I will forward this APIPA, and also I will told in the networking time. So what is APIPA also, and how to troubleshoot is also is an important one. Okay. So remember what is APIPA. If you don't get it, then I will explain it again. Okay. APIPA, automatic private IP address, and that is range. It is a if you don't get IP address from DHCP server, you will get it like a things are there. And next one is DHCP troubleshooting. If it is APIPA or other things. Yeah, simply, yeah, little troubleshooting I will tell. Okay, actually I want to start DNS, but DHCP troubleshooting is also very important. Okay, automatic private IP address. Automatic private IP address. The range of IP address is 169.254.0.0. Total range. Actually start with 1 and with a 254. So, but I'm writing a total range. This is the total range of IP address. Guys, whenever you put your adapter in the automatic mode, means IP address DHCP client. Okay. Okay. If a DHCP client IP address one 169.254.x.x. It means first var 169.254, meaning you got automatic private IP address. Exact meaning is it is nothing but error. Okay, you are not able to communicate anyone. So when you will get like this, when you will get it, when you will get it. Okay, so when you will get APIPA. So look at here. DHCP client. Client means your PC. Client means your PC or a system or a laptop, whatever it is. System, device, whatever it is unable to get IP address from DHCP server. Able to get IP address from DHCP server. So what is the possibilities are there? Possibles of this error is DHCP server down, or a DHCP server disconnected, wire connection problem, disconnection connection problem. Okay, DHCP scope or pool. Some people said no, it is not a scope, it is pool. Is completed. Completed means we took 100 to 200, right? 100 to 200. 100 computers are completed. 100 computers are completed. So you are unable to assign any IP address, right? I have 100 computers. You got a 101 or 102. So 100 IP address completed. You don't get IP address. 100 IP addresses completed in a pool. IP address are not available. IP addresses means IP addresses not available. So rarely one more is there, that is uh, in manual manners. In a DHCP won't get like that, but in manual, usually in manual, so IP conflict. To tell IP conflict, so it will automatically do it. So when IP address conflict, that time also you will get it. Okay. Usually it is occurs in a manual time only. Okay. So that is, but it is, this is the main important. If DHCP service down or disconnected or a pull is completed or last one is and is blocked. Okay. So how to block? Using MAC address. You can able to block the client. So you won't get a IP address automatically. You will get a APIPA address. So what to do? What to do? How to solve? How to solve it? So first of all, solve DHCP server issue. Okay. First, solve the DHCP server issue. What is the DHCP server issues? If it is down, then go to DHCP server and fix the server. If it is disconnected, reconnect it back. If scope is full, increases full. Okay. If client is blocked, and make sure that client is allowed. Blocked or denied. Deny option is also there, right? Blocked or like a denied with the client MAC address. Okay, so then also you will get it. So solve the DHCP server issues. It means is down also there. Okay, so it is like make sure DHCP server running. Restart DHCP service. How to restart DHCP service? Go to server. Go to this, right click, all task, restart. Like this, restart the services. Okay. Unauthorized means it is authorized DHCP server. Okay. Restart the DHCP servers. Okay. Check network connection to DHCP server. DHCP servers network connections. Okay. Expand scope or a pool range. So what to do? Range. For example, this is the scope range. Our scope range is, address pool range is 100 to 200. So you want to increase it. So go to this one, go to this one, check the display statistics. How many addresses are available, how many are in use, how many are available. If available becomes 0, or you can go to this one also. Go to display statistics, see what happened. Okay, so what to do? If available becomes 0, go to properties, scope properties. Then you can able to increase it. Okay, you can able to increase, and you can change it to change the lease duration, and you can change this one. You can change the like this, these things you can able to do it, but is you can change the scope name, you can change the scope range, you can lease duration, but subnet mask thing you can't able to change it. So be careful. If you want to change the subnet mask, you have to delete the scope and recreate the scope. You have to delete the scope and recreate the scope. So subnet mask you can't change it. Range you can change it. Okay, range you can able to change it. Just change the range because availability is less. Expand the scope. Okay, so yellow client MAC address. Sometimes it will be locked in. Okay, now DHCP problem is solved. Okay, first DHCP problem is solved. Still client having APIPA. Next, what to do? In client, at client. So this is a server side completed at client. So what to do? Go to CMD. One option is go to CMD ipconfig /release. Release means it remove the IP address. It remove the IP address, configured IP address. Remove configured current IP address or a configured or a current IP address. Whatever it is, like APIPA address or anything. ipconfig really config space renew. Okay. So again, dora process, or I can say get IP address. Is that one thing. So another hand, go to ncpa.cpl. So I'm writing like a go to network adapter. Go to network adapter ncpa.cpl and right click on adapter. Disable. Then again right click or double click, enable and check it. Okay, so this is two things. So you can get it. This is how to solve the APIPA problem. Second one, guys, as we discussed in the manual manner, manual automatic. One point we miss, manual automatic. Okay, in manual, for example, I assign IP address to a PC1. Okay, manual. Okay, I connected to here, now working. Now I disconnect my PC and connect it to different network. Again, I have to change my IP address, right? So for example, I have a laptop, right? Right? So my laptop in my home here, okay? For example, in a manual, I assign IP address in a 192.168.0. For example, 123. That is a manually assigned IP address. My laptop in my place, in my home, in this one. Okay. Now I went to office. My office network is 192.168.10.0 network. Again, I have to change the IP address, right? Again, I have to change my IP address to 190.168.10.something 123, and make sure that that IP should not be taken by someone. Okay, so what is another problem with the manual? When you are changing the network, so compulsory you have to change the IP address. When change of IP address must when with a change of network. When you change the network, you must change the IP address. So that is manual, automatic when you write. So this is a one more point. That's a point I missed earlier. Because why I got this one now? Because I want to tell one important. Guys, even in a DHCP, you are in a network. So I'm in a network one. Remember, like I'm in a network one. Yeah. Mine is DHCP client only. DHCP client. Okay. So I'm in a network one, DHCP client. Got an IP address 192.168.some10.12. That is my IP address. DHCP client got an IP address from DHCP server. So it is in my home, for example. Home. Now I went to office. In office, it is different network. So my client, my laptop. So my laptop will get a different IP address because different network. If in case if it is a different network, so obviously I'll get a different way. Maybe 1.112.121. Okay. Okay. So whenever I change my network, the IP address must be changes. Okay. Even when we use DHCP, but my laptop not updating IP address as per the network change. Guys, understanding this one? Mine is getting heated. Guys, understanding or not? So otherwise I will draw. No, I'm getting almost like a full weakness. Are you understanding or not? Do you understand this APIPA and how to solve the APIPA?
Yeah, sir, DHCP is very small topic. I think so it's very easy.
Yes, because if you hear only one point,
We can understand remaining points also.
okay. Point is not that one, guys. If you are interacted or you understand, not understand, some people will listen. That finally after 1 week or 2 weeks, they said, "Sir, what is DHCP?" That will occur. Okay. Next one is if you keep touching with that one, you will get the point. I will get the point, and I can move on next. Otherwise, what I'm doing is, I think you are not understanding. I'm keep telling same thing and again. It is confusing you totally. So point is that one. Okay. DSCP is a very small and easy topic and very, very important topic. Okay. So first one is APIPA. This is how to solve problem. Second one is very simple, guys. I have a laptop in my home. I got some IP address from my DHCP server. Now I went to my office. That is different network, and my laptop IP address not changing, even though I change my network. How to solve this one? How to solve. Okay, very simple guys. Same command ipconfig/release. By this time you understand what is the importance of this ipconfig command. Not only just for checking an IP address, also it is very useful for troubleshooting also. ipconfig release, ipconfig renew, and also disable and enable your network. This is it's a very simple troubleshoot. And also conflict resolutions, conflicts, automatic DHCP resolve the conflicts automatically. Resolve the conflicts automatically. So how to conflicts? See, this is my a PC, and I have several PCs are there. This is my DHCP server. DHCP server is giving IP address to one by one, right? So my range is 100 to 200. Okay, mine is 100 to 200 range. Okay, so it is giving 100. Good. Already 102, 103 is configured here, or 104 is configured here. Okay, some PC. This is APC, BPC, CPC, DPC, like that. So 100 is given here. Okay, first I started a APC, 100 got it. BPC started next. Okay, 101 is given. Okay, BPC started next. Next DPC started, 102 got it. 102 got it. Next, I have to put more PCs because I put a 104, right? CPC is also started. CPC also started. It is already 104 is there. It is manual. Manually I send a 104. Okay, but this IP don't know by DHCP server. This IP don't know by DHCP server. It is manually configured or not. DHCP don't know because it's not sending any request. This is a DHCP server. Okay, so APC started, BPC, then DPC got it 103, and something like a E, F, G, like this. Now GPC started. GP started, so it is give 103. Now FPC started, give 104, and EPC started, it give 105. Now what is happened? This is 104 and this is also 104. Conflict is occur. So conflict occurs in both the sides, But it is a static. Static means stable. Stable means you should not touch it. This is a dynamic, is unstable, so you can able to change it. So what happened when it is find, our DHCP server find there is a conflict. There is a conflict is occurred with the 104 IP address. Then immediately it will give you another IP address. It is like 105 is completed, right? 106, for example, which is available. Okay, which is the next available IP address. Automatically it changed from 104 to 106 automatically. So this is how it is resolve the conflicts. Okay, so DHCP server resolve conflicts automatically. These are the issues in the DHCP server. One more topic is lease duration is there. Guys, it's a very easy lease duration in the server. Okay, for example, this is a server, DHCP server. Okay, it is a server. DHCP server give IP address to client. Okay, so for example, I give an IP address to client. So client number is like a PC1. What I done? I will write only last one only 100 to PC1, 101 to PC2, that 103, 102, PC3. Okay, this is like a assigning IP address. When it is DHCP server assigned IP address to PC1, it note down. PC2, it note downs. It assigned to the PC3, it note downs. It is recognized the names by client name or a where it is. Where is my server? Yeah, here it is my server. Again it is locked. Okay, so you can see release. So by name means it's a MAC address only. Name means it's a MAC address based on actually MAC address. It released the IP address. So what is this lease expiry? It will be like this. To protect from completion of IP addresses. So IP addresses can be done very easily after utilization. Okay, so what it will do? So I put a 8 minutes, right? 8 minutes. Okay, so what is that meaning? I will explain by 4 hours. For example, your lease duration is 4 hours. What is that meaning is, look at here. A client got an IP address 192.168.0.101, 101 CL1. Client got an IP address CL1 at a morning 9 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 9 a.m. and or a full day, like a 9 o'clock. Client got an IP address. Client is started in a 9 o'clock. So client got an IP address at a 9 o'clock. The lease duration is 4 hours. Lease duration is 4 hours. It means 9 plus 4, how much?
2 at 1 p.m.
13, right? So means 1 o'clock. 13 means 1 o'clock, right? This is the lease duration. What is this lease duration? We'll look at. At 50% of lease duration, renew process starts. What is that meaning is, you know dora? The dora only RA will done. So what is RA? Request
Acknowledge.
acknowledgement. Okay, only request and acknowledgement will do out of dora. Request acknowledgement means who will request? Client will request. Who will do acknowledgement? Like this. So client meaning is client send request for extension of lease and server the lease duration. So this is like that. So 50% of lease duration renew process start. It means so 9 o'clock and 1 o'clock is full lease duration. Now what is 50%? Means 2 hours, right? 50% means 2 hours. So 50% means 2 hours is a 4 hours lease. 2 hours is lease duration. 2 hours means it's 11 o'clock. At 11 o'clock, request acknowledgement happens. Again, it is extended. Again, it is extended. So, you know, when it is extended, like this. 11 plus 4. Again. So, earlier lease duration is 9 o'clock. Client got IP address. it will be expire at 1 o'clock. But at 50%, again, renew process is started, and it is extended next 4 hours. It is extended next 4 hours. So that is next extension means end is like this. Okay, like this. So renew process is started. Okay, so renew at this price 50%. This is a end, but not completed, guys. For example, 11 o'clock it is started like this. 11 o'clock, renew process is started. Okay, it is the end of the. Okay, for example, 12:30. At 12:30. Okay. No. Guys, I'm telling again. See, client got IP address 9 o'clock. It will be end by 1 o'clock. 50% means 2 hours. At 11 o'clock, renew process started. And it is extended next 4 hours. It means 1500. So this is it. This is like lease extension will be happens. Problem is not a problem. Extended, right? Next 2 hours. In the next 2 hours. Okay. In the next after 11 o'clock, 50% means 2 hours. Means 1300. Again, renew process starts. Okay. It means every 2 hours, renew process start. What is 2 hours? Total lease duration is 4 hours. 2 hours is a 50% of lease duration. So every 2 hours automatically it will work. For example, 8 minutes lease duration. Okay, 8 minutes lease duration. So morning 9 o'clock, I got IP address. So when it will be end? 908, that is end. When lease duration starts?
904.
Very good. 904. Okay, like this it will happens. So every 4 minutes, okay, lease extension is go to up to 8 minutes. So that is the thing. Okay, this is what happens. If in case client unable to renew at 50% of lease duration, okay, the next renewal is 87.5% of lease duration, 50% of lease duration. Okay, if in case you're unable to renew on time, so what? First 50% of expiry will be there, and the next one is, yeah, it is not completed. You see, it is at 50% of lease duration, renew process started. Request will send, and you will get a acknowledgement. Extension is there. For example, you failed at a 50%, you failed to renew. Then next is 87.5% of lease duration, you have to renew it. And 100% time is expired. What will happen? Again, DORA process will start. Okay. So this is next renew period. Like you fail at this point, then you have to renew at a 87.1. Okay. If in case client able to renew 87.5 percentage of lease duration. Also, it means 100% completed. %100% lease. 100% lease completed. So server removes IP address entry. Server removes IP address entry from servers client IP address entry from server list. What is that list? List. In this list, again it is locked. Okay, in this list, address list, it remove these things. We can do practically, but the time already I told no, so the time is not. Address list. Okay, removes. So IP become free. But again, client side, client has to do okay, client is now okay. Client is now available. Client is started. Right? So now client is that 100% is completed. Then means lease is expired. So start dora process. Okay, start discover offer request acknowledgement process. So this is one more point. Oh, one more is there, that is called reservation. Okay, so in DHCP, client get IP address randomly. Okay, randomly. So randomly you will get a IP address based on first come first serve basis. Basis or basis, whatever the name, whatever it is. Okay, it is randomly we'll get it. But we can reserve the address to a client. Can reserve to the client so that client get that IP address always. No other client get that IP address. Okay, that is a reservation. Practically also we can do this one. Practically means we need a client MAC address. Okay, so we need a client MAC address. You can go to reservation. You can assign it. Very simple. Go to the client. Log into the client. Guys, how to check the MAC address? From here, at least. Open. Details. This is the MAC address. Note down the MAC address. 00 -0C -29 C5 A1 -77. Okay, this is the my client MAC address and note it down. My client currently get a 106 IP address. Okay, in a reservation, what I'm doing is new reservation. I'm going to new reservation. Reservation name, any name, I put as CL1 0. It can be an exception or like that, you can put it from exemptions or from scope, outside of scope also you can give. I'm giving my IP address, and also I'm copying MAC address. So MAC address of the client, MAC address of the client, take the MAC address of the client, give the client here, give the MAC address here, click add, close. So in the reservation, you can see this the IP address is given to the client. Okay, and also you can go to address lease. See, it is 143 given to a particular IP address. Okay, 143 is reserved. It is inactive. Why it is inactive? It will be active in the next renew. It will be active in the next renew. So it will be removed. It will be there. It will be removed. It will be come. 106 gone. 143 will be active. Okay. So one thing is either you can disable or enable. If you disable enable, it is in domain, right? So it will give. It will. Again ask for a username and password. Very simple is always ipconfig /release. So first remove the IP address and renew the IP address. Forcibly it will renew the IP address. Okay. Remove the current IP address. IP address release. Best troubleshooting. Renew. It will take time. Again, dora process is started. Okay. So here also just refresh. Yeah. See 106 gone. 143 is assigned to Win C1. It is active. And no lease duration, no lease expiry. Okay, no lease expiry. It is time taking to display the output. See, 143 is given. 106 gone, 143 came. Even though it is from DHCP. Have I got it? Because of reservation. No lease duration. No lease expiry kind of stuff. Okay. So get client MAC address first. Okay. So in a server, reservation, new reservation, give the name, IP address, and MAC address, client MAC address. Add. That's it. Okay. That client what to do? ipconfig release. ipconfig renew. This is it. Okay. So that's it, guys. That is about your DHCP second part. Okay. Renew. I told everything almost. Allowed is allow. IP. That is enough. Guys, understand reservation. DHCP reservation, DHCP release, renew, release, troubleshooting, APIPA troubleshooting,